Even as we maintain focus on Asia and add new geographic exposures, we remain obsessed about building our institution for the long term. A critical element is an owner mindset in our culture. How do we nurture a think owner, act owner DNA in Temasek? Apart from culture and values, we embarked on developing a compensation framework geared towards a strong alignment with long-term shareholder value. Compensation philosophy and frameworks are complex subjects, which can be very emotional and sometimes controversial. But there are no perfect solutions. The trade-off is how to weigh short-term competitive pressures from the market versus the long-term goal we have set for Temasek. Ideally, all our employees will think owner, act owner, and work as one team. To support this ideal, we lean heavily towards having a well-balanced compensation structure, which would reinforce a one-team culture, and an incentive philosophy which puts the institution before the self, emphasizes long-term over short-term, and aligns employee interests with that of the shareholder. Our compensation framework has two dimensions. One dimension is time. This covers short, medium, and long-term payout horizons. The other dimension is the different levels of difficulty to earn out the incentives. One key principle is for our employees to share in the institution's performance, both for positive and negative results. We share gains and pains alongside our shareholder. This is, in essence, having an owner's approach to our business and operations. For senior management, the bulk of their incentives are deferred between 3 and 12 years. Some say it's too long, but we'll see. Some of these deferred components are subject to market risk and rise and fall with Temasek's total shareholder returns. The remaining components are subject to a no-floor clawback. These deferred components could potentially be wiped out if and when we deliver well below our cost of capital target. This clawback feature is tied to the principle of rewarding only for sustainable performance. This return above the risk-adjusted cost of capital is what we call wealth added, which we report in our Temasek review. Returns above the cost of capital means we have gains to share with our staff. Returns below our risk-adjusted cost of capital means we have negative bonuses to be distributed. It is a tough challenge to share negative bonuses. It is even tougher to deliver positive wealth added every year. While we are certainly not happy with the negative wealth added in March last year, as well as for March this year, this has enabled us to test our compensation framework through at least one very difficult market cycle. As an example, most of us understand the idea of sharing profits or gains, but how do we share a negative bonus in an equitable and fair way among all our staff? Even though we had delivered almost 7% of positive total shareholder return as at 31st March of last year, this meant a negative wealth added for us. A share of this negative wealth added meant a negative bonus pool. This, in turn, was allocated among our staff. And so from CEO to office attendants, all our staff were allocated negative bonuses last year and will be allocated more negative bonuses this year once we have approved our audited financials. Our experience over the down cycle has also enabled us to rethink and refine some of our incentive elements. These refinements were intended to strengthen the core concept of ensuring that there is, on balance, a strong element of alignment with sustainable long-term shareholder value. In effect, our incentive system is designed to support that owner mindset among our staff.